Jetta, this year's Student Council President. This is it. We're finally graduating. As freshmen, we dreamed about walking across this very stage, but it was no easy path to get here. If anyone were to ask me about my high school journey, I'd say it was something like every high schooler can relate to, watching a series on Netflix. It's freshman year and we just started watching this new show. We feel a rush of excitement as we see all the new faces in the cast. We don't really know what to expect yet. Brian Lee may randomly start dancing, Chandler and Monica may hit it off. We start staying up late and watching each night as we try to get to know the plot and the characters before the series takes off. Then we get to the next stage of the show, sophomore year. Sure, the plot is still interesting enough, but it no longer carries the excitement and curiosity that comes with starting a new show. You settle into a regular pattern, tuning in every day at 8 a.m. to find out what happens next. This is also the point where you realize that binge watching a show for 7 hours every school night is pretty exhausting. You really do need your sleep. But once you see your grades during the second semester of Honors Chem, you realize you probably should have stayed up a few more nights studying. Looking ahead, you see how many episodes you still have left until the end. You think to yourself, I really just want to figure out who A is already. Then junior year is the season that almost makes you want to stop watching altogether. Things get tough. You can no longer walk outside to different classes. You have a shorter lunch. You're facing a new challenge called AP Lang. And suddenly, some of your favorite characters begin to leave the show. First, Dr. Brannon, Mr. Perugula, then Derek Shepard. However, new characters join the cast and they soon become your favorite, like Mr. Pigeon and Miss Booms. And a character who you once thought would be a villain ends up to be the hero that lets you tape him on the wall for a good cause. Before you know it, you're at the end of your show, senior year. It's really hard to look back at the beginning and see how much we've all changed. Characters have come and gone, new friendships have blossomed, and most of us have realized that Rollin is not that bad. We've gotten emotionally attached to all the characters in our show. We don't want to say goodbye. When we started the show, we did all we could to rush to the end, but now, none of us want to click on that final episode. We don't want this to really be over, but the inevitable must happen, and today, we reach that final episode. The worst part about finishing a show is the feeling of having to start another, and at this point, we've all chosen our next series to watch. But just because you haven't watched a show in a while, doesn't mean that you forget the main characters of your show. You'll never forget how Colleen O'Connell managed to dress nicely every single day of high school. You'll never forget the time Andrew Weems split the Red Sea and won us the freshman year pep rally. And you'll never forget when our senior class got in trouble for our only attempt at a senior ditch day. Though I may not be a part of yours, I cannot wait to watch the end of each of your new series. Goodbye, Northview's graduating class of 2016, and thank you for making our show a memorable one.